In news overseas, a new floating laboratory on board a boat on the Potomac River is keeping tabs on the water quality that flows through the nation's capital and surrounding area. A local environmental group, the Potomac River Keeper Network, is collecting water samples at several sites to measure the amount of bacteria that cause pollution. As VOA's Deborah Block reports, the data will be used to help clean up polluted areas in the future and is already informing the public when it is safe to swim in the river.
Carl Scheider is a volunteer for the Potomac River Keeper Network who takes weekly water samples on the Alexandria, Virginia side of the Potomac River outside of Washington. He is also measuring for acidity, cloudiness, and water temperature.
I got 28.0 Celsius.
The water quality here deteriorates after stormwater runoff contaminates the river. At a nearby marina, Dockmaster Chip Johnston is the informal Potomac River watchdog.
Cities need to pick up their sewage. Every time it rains, it comes right down in the river.
The 650-kilometer-long river primarily flows through Washington, Maryland, and Virginia. The Potomac used to be very polluted, but cleanup efforts in recent years have greatly improved the water quality. Potomac Riverkeeper Dean Nayux regularly patrols the river and goes after groups that violate clean water laws.
There's still threats to water quality improvements that I think if we're going to have clean water for future generations, we need to be vigilant and continue to be persistent.
Including at another site in Alexandria that is next to a park. Here, petroleum residue from a gas plant that closed years ago is leaking into the water. The plant was owned by the city of Alexandria, which says it has been working to solve the problem and clean up the area.
It's a public health risk, and we got legislation passed that forced the city to fix that by 2025.
Scheider has taken this week's water samples to the floating laboratory boat, where they are being analyzed for bacteria and water clarity.
Everything that was on the roadways and sidewalks and parks and lawns all flows into the river.
The results are placed on Swim Guide, a website and app that tracks water quality on thousands of beaches around the world.
The main goal is to let people know when it's safe to go in the river and when it's not.
The Potomac Riverkeeper says everyone needs to help keep the river safe.
Not throwing plastics or pollution in our waterways. So I think just kind of working at that local and community level is really, really important.
So the Potomac River can be enjoyed for years to come.
It's a fantastic, beautiful river, and you see all different environments of the river, from waterfalls through larger estuaries to the tidal Potomac, which surrounds Washington.